Hello and good afternoon. In this Radar training program, we will be discussing our strategy, the program itself, proposed solutions to our current issues, and training program requirements. First, let's introduce you to the advantages of what a Radar training program brings not only to the performance management system, but the organization as a whole. Our main objective is to hire and retain top talent. We would like to gain accuracy in our process by increasing the performance over time, minimize rating errors, minimize cost and turnover, increase behavioral observation skills, develop through self-leadership, align process with the strategic goals, mission, and vision. To understand how to successfully hire and retain top talent, we first must focus on our mission, vision, and strategic values as the foundation of our proposed Radar training program and overall performance development system. Before we can understand the Radar training program, let's first review the mission of BQCC. Our mission represents what we are, what we do, and it helps BQCC define its own identity. Above all, at BQCC, our employees are the foundation of our mission, and without the employees, accomplishing our mission would not be possible. In addition to mission, we must also understand vision. Our vision is to be a recognized authority in nursing and rehabilitative care. In order to be an industry leader, we must develop leaders through this training. Some of the high points about our vision are set standards, clinical excellence, personalized patient care, be a recognized industry leader, quality, customer satisfaction, and offer highly specialized skill sets. So as you go about your day, and especially the performance evaluation process, think about our vision. To further enforce our mission and vision, our core values represent the characteristics of the valued employees that make up the BQCC culture. Take notice of these characteristics as we illuminate our performance through behavior.
Now that we have covered BQCC's strategic plan, let's take a look at our performance management system. Our performance management system is a continuous process of identifying, measuring, and developing the performance of individuals and teams in alignment with strategic goals. Let's look at our performance management process for a moment. The process starts out with reviewing previous year targets and performance. It sets the foundation to establish an objective for the year. As a rater, at the beginning of the year, you are encouraged to have a face-to-face meeting with your team and ensure 1, this is a SMART objective, 2, set a development plan, 3, analyze competency and ensure that the team fully understands the process. During the year, conduct regular meetings with your team to ensure that they are on track, followed by a final review at the end of the year. As a rater, the idea is for you to practice the framework reference and behavioral observation, which we are going to talk about in a moment. The BQCC appraisal form contains the listed criteria. Performance appraisal offers employees opportunities to evaluate their own individual performance and establish professional aspirations. Also, it helps to ensure individual targets are aligned with that of BQCC. Finally, it allows managers to review their employees' past performances and set future development plans. Even with the best performance system in place, the common mistakes occur during the rating process. It could be intentional or unintentional. For example, a manager may want to avoid the confrontation with his or her employees and inflate rating. To ensure BQCC performance evaluations are accurate and avoid the pitfalls of rating inflation and deflation, this is the reason why the training exists.
These are some of the common rating errors. Most of us are able to relate with 2 to 3 unintentional common rating errors. However, our goal is to be sure the most common rating errors are identified, well understood by the raters. This will allow BQCC raters to avoid these common rating errors, mitigating the likeliness these errors surface during the performance evaluation. Intentional rating errors can be much more intrusive during the evaluation process due to the large variance of performance rating, meaning the only scale of rating considered are high, low, and middle. These intentional rating errors are also mask the areas of our employees' strengths and weaknesses, reducing the BQCC's ability to fundamentally develop employees for future success. By making our raters keenly aware of the intentional rating errors, we hope to deviate from performance rating, which falls into one of these 3 categories: leniency, severity, and control leniency. So, as you can see, there are quite a few rating errors, some of which are unintentional, some are intentional. So to ensure we do not fall into these traps and to ensure rating errors are minimized, we must first understand the nurse job description, scope of work, role and responsibilities. We will ask our raters to understand the scope to help the right targets and focus on what matters the most. Frame of reference training focuses on set parameters to act as the baseline for mitigating raters' errors. As shown in the previous slides, a detailed job description is a fantastic frame of reference for raters to refer to. In addition, raters will be required to participate in several activities during the frame of reference training. These activities include one-on-one discussion, familiarizing themselves with the frame of reference parameters, observe role-playing where frame of reference is being utilized, participate in rating justification utilizing the frame of reference, and provide feedback based on the frame of reference. Behavior observation training focuses on how raters observe, store, recall, and use information about performance. Fundamentally, this type of training improves the rater's skill at observing performance. In order to minimize unintentional rating errors, we will give every raters a notebook to record key events. Our goal is to record at least 4 to 5 observations for each of the rating criteria. This will minimize the stereotyping, halo, first impression, and subjective rating. As important it is to store, recall, and utilize. It is just as important to develop self-leadership skills. Self-leadership skill will be a critical component to our raters error training. Self-leadership training will task each raters to improve self-confidence, participate in positive self-talk sessions, teach how to project positive mental imagery, and develop positive belief that which leads to positive thought patterns. By inserting self-leadership training, our goal is not only to improve the performance rating process, however, also improve those raters who participate.
Before we end this, let me touch on requirements for this training. That is, if you are a rater and or have a direct report, then this training will be mandatory. In addition, it must also be refreshed on an annual basis. The requirements for implementation will include a budget to be determined, technical resources, internal communication marketing plan, HR business partner, commitment from the stakeholders. In sum, we looked at the BQCC strategic plan, our mission, vision, and core values, its current process, the performance evaluation system, and of course the rater training program, framework reference, rating errors, behavioral observations, and self-leadership. We hope this information has taught you something new, and more importantly, we hope you will apply these lessons as we move towards success. Thank you very much.